In this video,
the explosive thin man, he's only this big, but he'll kill you.
Very fast.
we're diving into the incredible. His offensive arsenal was stacked.
Man, this guy will hit you and bust your stool. You know what I mean?
Every punch thrown with purpose, never wasting a single movement.
I'm always gonna be thankful to God, to destiny, to give me the chance to be somebody in the boxing business. If I'm born again, I will take the same business again. I will take the same profession.
We're lucky to have footage of a fighter this exceptional, so sit back, relax, and witness the brilliance of a true all-time great.
And I just wanted to say your father's a great. That's why I'm who I am, because of your father too.
Alexis was a notorious slow starter, and this fight was no different. But once he turned it up, magic.
La segunda. Ahí entró Olivares, se enganchó con el upper de izquierda. Se enganchó Olivares con el upper de izquierda de Arguello y se fue a la lona.
Ruben had to take punishment every step of the way, even when he was landing his best shots.
Mano se estrelló Olivares solo, ya que sus piernas no están respondiendo bien. Ahí vemos Arguello, lo prendió bien con la derecha. Perfecta la derecha, se la sincronizó y se va por segunda vez a la lona Olivares. Por segunda vez a la lona Olivares. Un vuelco total el que ha tenido esta pelea en el 13º round. La llevaba completa y están declarándolo knockout Olivares. Fuera de combate.
There was no shame in getting iced by a young Alexis, just like there was no shame in getting outboxed by an aging Ruben. That's just the game. Alexis's win over Hernandez doesn't get nearly enough credit. Hernandez was no joke. He had solid hand speed and a dangerous right hand.
A estas alturas la situación es muy crítica para él. El trabajo de Arguello ha sido demoledor. Se cayó Leonel con una derecha tremenda. Lo cogió. Allí la están contando. Se levanta Leonel, pero está bastante mal. Mueve la cabeza. 5, 6, 7, 8. El árbitro le pregunta cómo se siente, pero está sentido Leonel Hernández. Ahí va el ataque. Ahora Alexis Arguello tiene una izquierda, una derecha. Está a merced Leonel Hernández, el campeón del mundo. Está recibiendo castigo despiadado. Cierra ahora. Leonel recibiendo castigo. Pegando allí al campeón del mundo. Upper de izquierda y upper de derecha. Interviene el árbitro. Y le levanta el brazo a Alexis Arguello.
Hernandez got turned inside out by the first right hand. Notice the excellent timing on the punch. The fight simply had to be stopped during that barrage of punches on the ropes. I thought that this was a very quick stoppage by the referee, but I think it's definitely justifiable. This was Alexis' finest performance. He put his entire arsenal on display in this fight. The jab was sharp, landing with precision. He kept turning up the pressure, little by little, round after round. Eventually, he broke his opponent, courtesy of a right uppercut to the body that lifted him off the floor. What an extremely vicious body punch. This is another stoppage that I can't really complain about.
Watch the body punch. Right to the head. Pretty good right to the head. Now watch him work the body. And Coco Sanchez is hurt and he's down. 5 is the count. 5. Tony Perez says, let's go. Sanchez is hurt. 2 minutes to go in the round. Watch Arguello go to work. Body punches, head punches. Left hook to the body. And Sanchez is drunk from punches. He's actually drunk from punches. Arguello has things all his way now. There's the right hand to the head, and Sanchez just cannot follow it. He has no offense and very little defense. Any kind of a good punch now would upset Sanchez. There it is. There it is, the right hand, just as I said it. we may have the continuous count here. He started the count. That's it. That's the end of the round. The continuous count, and Coco Sanchez just fell into his corner.
After going down twice, the doctor prevented Coco from continuing.
And he's talking, Sanchez now talking. That's it. It's all over. It's all over. Referee Tony Perez says it's all over. And a very wise decision on his part. So Alexis Arguello wins his first fight as a junior lightweight.
Challenger, viewed by many in the United States as the legitimate favorite to win this fight, Alexis Arguello, the exciting puncher, known as the explosive thin man. He's gotten 14 first-round knockouts. His average fight only 4.
This was a really good fight. Alexis gave him a serious beating early on, and it was quickly turning into a one-sided affair.
That long right lead. Again, the head flipped the punch.
The jabs were like razors.
Cruising batters. Good right lead. Stung Escalera.
The lead rights and left hooks were landing clean.
Oh, you can see the fierceness in Arguello's face as he got the left in past the guard, following the right lead.
Alfredo fought back hard and gave Alexis a real scare in the 12th round.
Goes to the 1 minute mark. And right there, he scored, and he hurt Arguello. And now he's all over Arguello. And the fight suddenly takes a different turn. Look at him leveling punches. You see the cut by Arguello's right eye. Look at it in slow motion. There's the right by Escalera. The beginning. That hurt.
Unfortunately, the next round was his last.
He's asked the ring doctor. They are going to stop this fight.
The referee called the doctor over, and the fight was stopped due to the number of cuts Alfredo had suffered. The referee deserves respect for making the right call, even with the crowd against him. A tough, professional decision.
Now, they stop the fight in the 13th round.
The great thing about the champion is this. In over 50 fights, he has averaged a little over 4 rounds per fight.
This was Alexis at his absolute peak.
Right-hand body punch and a good left hook by the champion. That can be dangerous. Ooh, and there, exchanged solid punches.
Ray was another southpaw, and Alexis handled him with ease.
Beautiful mixing up of the punches by the champion. Look at that beautiful work.
The offensive display was outstanding.
Combinations in particular like that. But Tam of the Philippines has taken the best shots thus far of Arguello of Nicaragua.
He unleashed his full arsenal, breaking Ray down piece by piece with methodical precision.
Past the halfway point of round 5. Oh! Now the champion is working on Tam, who is shaken up. Rudy Jordan, the referee, steps in, and rubbery knee, spaghetti legs, Tam. With about a minute to go, the challenger gives up, and wisely so, because he was meeting a much finer fighter, one of the super fighters in all of boxing.
Unfortunately, the fight lacked the usual ferocity, since Ray quit before things could escalate.
The champion is just too good. Here it is in slow motion. Look at the salvo of punches, the combination, and remember that Tam took Arguello's best shots through the first 4 rounds. Just look at the accuracy and the boxing skill by the Nicaraguan from Managua.
Rudy Jordan stopping the bout at 1 minute 54 seconds.
Tremendous balance.
Number 5. Scoring the win by
Rudy Jordan, the referee.
This was a masterful performance from Alexis. Alexis fought Fernandez in a non-title 10-rounder at 135 pounds, testing the waters at a higher weight.
5 seconds left in the round. Fernandez has got the ball.
Some might say Fernandez ran like a thief for 10 rounds without making a single mistake.
25 seconds.
A fairer take would be that he showed solid boxing skills and smart movement. That kind of style was a challenge for Alexis. Even so, Alexis did enough to win. The judges saw it differently, handing him a close majority decision loss. If this had been a regular 15-round fight, Alexis would have likely broken him down and finished the job. Leon was the only opponent who would ever go the distance in a title challenge against Alexis.
If you settle in there, go flat-footed and let Arguello set on you and use that leverage. He is tremendously punishing at 130 pounds. This is a 15-rounder, and down the way, it may tell, a hard right staggers Leon. He's back against the ropes and for the first time shows some fight.
He was just a very tough and experienced guy.
So there's the story as the young man from Nicaragua defends his title for a third time successfully. I had it a shutout.
Arguello beginning to score.
Rematches rarely outshine the original, but this one did. The feeling out process barely lasted 90 seconds before both fighters started unloading. Alexis had the more effective, accurate punches and took control in the 4th round, dropping Alfredo with a sharp left hook.
Of the glove, right there, the left, as in the first fight, the quick, straight left got in there. So we have the first knockdown in the fight. Replay now. Watch for that left. There it was. Quickly.
The 5th round was one of the greatest ever.
And the 4th, right there again. And Arguello now is taking tremendous charge of this fight.
Alfredo got off to a disastrous start, walking straight into another big left hook.
Arguello stands in the neutral corner. Out the ring, desperately hurt. The legs wavering and rubbering. Now the right from Arguello sends him back against the ropes into the corner. Arguello is measuring him, teeing off on him. Again, the Escalera face, full of blood, flowing profusely from that cut. And blood now from the nose, the left. And
Alexis jumped on him, looking for the finish, and the ref stepped in with a standing 8 count.
amounts to a standing 8 count. Here in Italy, there is no rule provision for a standing 8 count.
Alfredo fired back immediately, coming forward with everything he had, determined to go out on his shield.
Cheering for Alfredo Escalera, for his courage and for his resiliency as we approach the end of the 5th round in another fine fight. That's the end of the round. Look at the face of Escalera. I must confess. That left. Oh, what a tremendous left hook by Arguello. Escalera's guard was down. Look at it. That's it. It's over now. There can be no further fighting. Once again, the 2nd time around. Arguello deafened to Escalera.
The sweeping left hook that ended it was pure perfection.
Down that right after attempting to deliver it. That gave Arguello the opening with the left. And it was over as quickly as that. Mrs. Arguello has come back. Her joy, obvious. At the same time, she had to leave the ring earlier. Couldn't stand to see her husband cut. So she must wonder about the whole thing. The time was 1 minute 24 seconds of the 13th round. And again, we don't want to belabor this. See that right go down, leaving the opening for Arguello's left. That was it.
Here is devastating Alexis Arguello.
The fight is
15 rounds. Tony Perez is your referee.
The fight is thus introduced by ring announcer Jackie Lee. Arguello with a record of 61-4, 50 victories by knockout, a devastating puncher. Razor blades in the gloves, cuts the opponent. Limon a record of 41-8-2, 30 knockouts.
Bazooka went on to become a 2-time champion and one of the most exciting popular fighters of the 80s. But on this night, Alexis was in complete control.
A natural right-hander, he learned to fight as a southpaw. He's made his mark.
There were several head clashes, something that often happens when an orthodox fighter faces a southpaw.
Limon is hurt and shaking his head. Now, back to the action. Again, Limon complains about a butt. Arguello goes at him while he's complaining and unprotected. The crowd didn't like it.
Bazooka was a Mexican warrior, and he had an insane heart.
Limon is insane, missing with 3 straight blows. He's a scrapper. And Limon, good right by Arguello. That's what you have to look for with Arguello, the devastating punching power. Arguello with a good left. A slugfest. Arguello with a good right. Cleaner punches, harder punches than Limon is connecting with. But the kid doesn't retreat.
Some of the action was competitive, but Alexis was mostly in control.
Scores. The crowd goes wild. 15 seconds left in the third round. Limon fighting back with everything he's got. Lucking him. Throwing leather. Blood pouring out of Limon's left nostril. Limon staggered by an Arguello right. The end of the round at hand. Alexis knows he's in a battle. This kid is a scrap. Limon, WBC World Super Featherweight Championship fight after Limon's face, just a mess of blood. This kid really has guts. There was the right against the point of bleeding by Arguello. Another right against the chest. Arguello still looking to end it. This is the 11th round. Unable to. Has never even been able to floor Limon. A testimony to the grit. Now, check it. Now, hooray!
In the end, Alexis won by stoppage due to cuts. A dominant performance from start to finish.
I'm not a ring doctor, but it appears to be both over the eye and on the brow. Right above the brow.
Alexis was the heavy favorite against Bobby. For 6 rounds, Bobby made the oddsmakers look foolish. With the courage and skill that made him a fan favorite on the West Coast, he boxed with authority, making the champion miss and countering with sharp right hands. The champion kept stalking, landing some heavy body shots of his own. But he was getting beaten to the punch. He was winning rounds with a crisp jab, well-timed counters, and solid body punches.
Alexis Arguello. Ahí está. Va hacia adelante.
Knowing he was behind, frustration crept in.
Vaya con la derecha, boxeando con inteligencia Chacón, capeando el temporal. Pero pica bien con la izquierda Arguello y falla nuevamente con la izquierda.
By round 6, it boiled over. Uncharacteristically, Alexis threw a deliberate punch after the bell. The blatant foul sent the pro-Bobby crowd into a frenzy of boos.
Dejaron sus esquinas de aquí y vinieron a pedirse disculpas porque se golpearon un poquito después que sonara la campana. Pero ahí estuvo muy pendiente Johnny Thomas.
I love Alexis, and I have no doubt that he would have taken over and won this fight. But that punch after the bell in the 6th round was the turning point in this fight. In my opinion, Bobby was very hurt by that punch. Then came round 7. A perfectly timed right uppercut sent Bobby staggering across the ring. He dropped into a crouch and took an 8 count.
Tremendo izquierdazo que estuvo a punto de irse a la lona, pero inteligentemente Chacón pidió tiempo, se fue a una esquina neutral.
The relentless attack worsened the damage on Bobby's face.
Arguello, en todo mentón de Chacón, pero este asimiló bien el castigo. Y ahora está.
By the end of the round, Bobby was still fighting back bravely, but his face was covered in blood.
Está lastimado nuevamente. Bobby Chacón está muy lastimado. Con la izquierda la lastimada el campeón. Allá está, junto a las cuerdas, amarrándose Bobby Chacón, inteligentemente cuando suena la campana. Yo creo que es cuestión, ya cruza el ring, va hacia la esquina de Chacón, a mirar la herida. Ahí le están atendiendo, ahí en la esquina está también.
Between rounds, the doctor stepped in and stopped the fight.
Las acciones, efectivamente, amigos, van a detener las acciones.
It went into the books as a 7th round TKO.
First round uneventful. Suddenly a right lead that caught Castillo by surprise and hurt him.
Alexis was so feared that the #1 contender flat out refused a title shot. His manager wouldn't even let him step inside the same ring. Ruben didn't hesitate. A title shot was a title shot. The crowd was solidly behind the American, and he gave them plenty to cheer for in the early and middle rounds.
A good right. Castillo's best blow of the fight. An excellent, sharp right against the left side of Arguello's face.
He boxed with discipline and intelligence, sticking to a smart game plan against the champ.
A good right by Castillo, and Arguello felt it.
He stayed away from Alexis's power, then fired back with quick counters whenever an opening appeared. Sharp, fast, and relentless. Meanwhile, Alexis kept the pressure steady, landing heavy shots to the ribs and belly whenever he got the chance.
Fighters. Oh, that was a good left by Arguello.
The body attack was wearing Ruben down. By round 8, he was running out of answers.
Until this round, right there, right lead.
The breakthrough came in the 10th. Alexis unloaded, punishing him with power shots to the head and body.
Now Arguello is in command of this fight. He took command totally in the last round, and the kid is hurt against the ropes. We told you, Arguello is a 15-round fighter. He's proved it. KO'd Escalera twice, each time in the 13th round. Kid must get off the ropes. He is now looking to hold on, wildly trying to fight back. The crowd mistakes it for a display of strength. Castillo still against those ropes in the corner. He faces potential destruction that way. Arguello throwing blows, and then the kid goes down. It was inevitable. A game kid putting up a marvelous demonstration, not only of guts, of vigor and determination. Oh, I hope he stops it. He did. This fight is over. And
then came round 11. A superb left hook to the liver put Ruben on the canvas.
no foot movement there. He had tired in the 9th round.
He got to his feet, showing heart, but the referee had seen enough. A wise stoppage.
Alexis Arguello, and look at that record.
Alexis dominated his next fight. It was a typical dominant performance.
Another good right by Arguello. You saw that left sting, never ready.
The fight was stopped on cuts.
In the 2nd round, quickly was worked over by Alexis Arguello, so a very easy title defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBC Junior Lightweight Champion, here is Alexis Arguello.
This was a brave effort from Boza, but Alexis was simply too seasoned for the young challenger. For the most part, it was a close contest.
Take the offensive. Oh, and a good left hand by Boza Edwards. It's the type of punch that will gain respect from Arguello.
All of the truly damaging shots came from Alexis.
Boza Edwards above the bridge of the nose staggered him, and Arguello, the super featherweight champion, is trying to end it. But 24.
Boza had his moments, landing some clean southpaw lead lefts.
Round 5, Boza Edwards impressing some 1,700 who are watching this live bout in a theater. Boza Edwards has nice recovery. When he misses punches, he quickly collects himself and puts together combinations of his own. Blocked a couple of really whistlers by Arguello a moment ago, but Arguello is relentless when he gets warmed up.
But the power difference was clear.
2 good lefts by Arguello. A missed right uppercut. Notice how quickly those combinations come in.
By the 7th round, Alexis was fully in control.
There have been no knockdowns, neither fighter is cut. Both have been hit hard. There was one that wobbled Boza Edwards. Devastating left hook. What's great about the 7th round is the fact that Boza Edwards has not been intimidated, but he's absorbed tremendous punishment and has to be careful. Those earlier punches now may be adding up, and there was a right hand that really has Boza Edwards in trouble, and Arguello from a slip. That is not a knockdown.
The 7th and 8th rounds were target practice. He let loose with lefts and rights, punishing a tiring Boza.
He is shaken up. Most fighters would have gone down, but not 24-year-old Boza Edwards of Uganda. What a game fighter, and he'll get a minute rest in a couple of seconds, and oh, does he need it. 34 and a half. There was a right hand that knocked the mouthpiece out of Boza Edwards' mouth. To drop that right hand. Oh, there's another right hand lead, but Boza Edwards takes it. Now in trouble again. Gets caught with lefts and rights. A minute and 20 seconds remaining in round 8. Oh, a body punch that really hurt Arguello. Looking for the finish. We have 40 seconds left in round 8. A lot of the steam now here in the 8th round going from the super featherweight champs' punches. And look at Edwards come back. Tremendous will. So now a minute rest is...
By the end of the 8th, the trainers made the call and pulled Boza from the fight. The right decision.
Round. Mickey Duff told Tony Perez, no way did he want his prospect, Cornelius Boza Edwards, to absorb any more punches, because the man, Boza Edwards at 24, has too great a future and has too darn much courage, because he took everything that Arguello could throw. And remember, Arguello, coming into this bout, had scored 53 knockouts in 63 victories.
The one and only Alexis Arguello.
This fight was razor close. After watching every available fight of Ramirez's career, this might have been his best performance.
He's got Ramirez cornered. Ramirez gets out of there.
He stayed busy with his punches, constantly working to offset the bombs Alexis kept throwing. In round 6, a straight left hand put Alexis on the canvas.
A nice counter punch, and down goes Arguello. This one, Arguello was catching up, and he has to take the mandatory 8 count. He was dead flush with that punch. This Ramirez is really something. Arguello's in trouble, but he continues to move in. Now it's Ramirez forcing the action. Half a minute to go in the round. Just when Alexis Arguello seems to be winning the round big, he was flat on his back.
It was the kind of fight that could have gone either way.
Ramirez, a terrific finish.
Over a full 15 rounds, Alexis would have likely worn him down. That's what made him an attrition fighter. He thrived in longer fights, always turning it up in the later rounds.
He raises the hand of Ramirez.
95-94 in favor of the winner, Alexis Arguello.
In the end, Alexis took a 10-round split decision.
First thing you'll notice is that Arguello, the challenger, is a little taller.
Jim wasn't the most exciting fighter to watch, but he was effective. In this fight, he showed just how tough he was, absorbing some savage shots from Alexis. Alexis was simply too strong.
Good right hand from Arguello, and he roughs Jim up.
Jim showed bravery, but he barely mounted any offense in the fight. Mostly just taking clean punches from Alexis.
And over goes the champion for the first time in this fight. Just halfway through the 7th round.
That lead left hook was a thing of beauty.
Bowled over here. Good left hand, and the following right only just missed him.
Jim stuck to counterpunching, but he wasn't landing much.
takes another hardish punch, but still in there, battling away to try to keep this crown that he won so late in life, Scarlet. And he takes two hard punches there, but he still tries to keep the right jabbing as he goes back. What a brave man he is.
By the end, his face was a mess.
It's a unanimous decision, and Alexis Arguello, 29 years old, is the new WBC lightweight champion.
The World Boxing Council lightweight champion, please welcome Alexis Arguello.
Despite having a height advantage in most of his fights, Alexis was never out of his depth on the inside. He was just as dangerous up close.
I didn't even know you were a chess player. Oh, superb. Just missed with that long right hand. Less than 30 seconds ago. Right to the chin of Elizondo. And fortunately for Elizondo, it was right on the end of Arguello's punch, or he might not be standing up at this point. He's hurt, though, Tim. He's hurt, but he was able to get up. That was a tremendous punch. And down he goes again, and that might be the finish. Short left of the body appeared to be the problem there, and he spits out his mouthpiece. Elizondo getting the count. 19 fights in a row. He has defended a title. This time, the lightweight crown of the WBC for the second time. It occurs here in the 7th round.
This was a polished, clinical boxing performance. He picked Roberto apart on the inside, breaking him down with precision. And that final uppercut to the body, absolutely beautiful.
I'm always gonna be thankful to God, to destiny, to give me the chance to be somebody in the boxing business. If I'm born again, I will take the same business again. I will take the same profession.
Here is Alexis Arguello.
James came in with a smart game plan. A decorated amateur fighting in his hometown, he was always going to try and survive as long as possible, hoping for a hometown decision. From the opening bell, it was clear that his strategy was to stay on the move and avoid exchanges.
Pace fight, very fast pace. Big left hook by Arguello. Big left hook. The crowd roaring with every punch. There's a big right hand by Arguello. Knocked Buscemi into the rope. When he gets hit, he fights back, Tim. Yes, he does. Buscemi's lost only 3 times. Starting to breathe a little heavy now, though, Tim Buscemi. Breathing through the mouth. That's a sign that he's getting tired. Under a minute to go, round 5. Crowd chanting, "Baba, Baba." Buscemi escaping along the ropes. This is a hard fight to score, Tim. Buscemi's landing a lot of taps, and Arguello's landing a solid punches. He just landed a straight right hand, the champion did. Coming to the end of this 5th round with a left hook landed by the champion again. Round 6.
By the 6th round, Alexis had seen enough. He opened up, unleashing a relentless barrage of punches.
Left hook staggered Buscemi. He's hurt. A short left hook staggered Buscemi. And another left hand lands. Staggered again. That buckle is free. Arguello sensing the opportunity to put him away. Another left hook. And a right hand. Buscemi won't go down. Arguello all over him. Buscemi desperately trying to stay on his feet. What a display! The referee has stopped the fight. Arguello has won by the referee stopping this fight without Buscemi going to the canvas, but he is out on his feet here in round number 6. A short left hook was the beginning of the end for the courageous challenge of Baba Buscemi.
James looked completely lost. The stoppage was the right call. There was nowhere left to run.
Job, Tim. That first left hook
put him on Queer Street. He didn't know where he was after that. It was just the fact that he had that fighting heart, and he knew enough to throw punches back when he was hurt. He didn't know where he was at all. But look at him still trying to throw punches. Out on his feet and still trying to throw punches.
Alexis Arguello, knowing that the fight is over, must be very surprised that this young man has not gone down. He's still on his feet when the referee, Mayron, jumps in and says, exerting a will over his opponent. This is the end of the sequence with Arguello knowing he has his man, but unable to get him to the canvas. Buscemi taking a lot of punishment here from all angles from Arguello. A courageous try by Buscemi, still trying to battle back. The referee, Mayron, the Mexican, looking on and about ready to stop it. A big right hand, and I believe that was the one he said that's enough. Yes, it is. So Alexis Arguello here in the dressing room of the champion, Alexis Arguello. He is a prohibitive favorite here today. Most people, Alexis, expect that the hard-punching Gannigan will come right at you in the first round. What do you expect, and how do you plan to combat that?
Well, as soon as the bell ring, we'll see what's going to be, what we have to do. My trainer and I will decide in the ring what kind of strategy we're going to use.
One thing for sure, I guess counter-punching is something you've got to be sharp for, because if you can back him up, then obviously you're going to be able to see his punches a little better.
Well, I think I have enough condition to go 15 rounds if it's necessary.
Andy, you look very, very confident. This is the big one for you. You probably have the reputation as the best puncher in the lightweight division. Arguello has a reputation as a slow starter. That might tell us something, but how are you going to fight this guy?
Well, I just got to be patient and listen to my corner and work from them. Use their mind. I want to say aloha to the boys in Hawaii.
No fireworks, no big fireworks in that first round?
You never know what could happen.
I thank you very much, Andy, and good luck.
Here is the ever popular Alexis Arguello.
Gannigan has shown himself to be fearless against everybody, and he seemed very relaxed and very poised coming into this title fight against a boxer many consider a living legend.
Well, he's much shorter than Arguello, and he has been reaching in a little bit. If he gets nailed coming in...
Oh, good left hook! Arguello down to the canvas. A solid left hook.
This fight was an absolute war. Two brutal punchers exchanged bombs. Andy was a very hard puncher, and he showed his power in this fight.
Gannigan trying to bore in, lands a right hand to the ear.
Arguello is a great fighter, Tim, but one punch can make a great fighter just a good fighter.
That's right. We're going to see that one punch again. Here's the replay. You see him boring in. There's the solid left hook that sent him to the canvas.
Alexis was shell-shocked by Andy's power, and he knew he was in with a serious puncher.
Right there. No, that's not it.
Here it comes.
Right to the body.
It's a straight left hand, right to the chin, and down goes.
We saw Gonzalez knock him down in that 10-round decision scored by Gonzalez, but Gannigan loves the combat.
Tim, he got hit with a good left hook by Arguello when he smiled at him and says, yes, good punch. Talk about a confident fighter.
Notice that Andy's punches are very unique.
Right hand from the champion, and comes right back, scoring a left of his own. Arguello blocks the next two punches.
Tim, Eddie, good right hand by Arguello.
He backed up Gannigan with that shot. First time he has in the fight.
Once Alexis found his timing, he started going through the gears.
He knocks him down with a solid right hand. Solid right hand sends Gannigan to the canvas. He got up immediately, indicating he's all right, but it was a solid shot by Arguello.
Arguello caught him reaching, Tim. Caught him reaching.
But Andy was just a total warrior. His response to getting hurt was to fire back as hard as possible.
In the Arguello corner, now Arguello trying to finish. Scoring to the chest. He's got Gannigan tied up in the corner. Misses with a right hand. Gannigan refusing to hold on, goes toe-to-toe with him.
He nailed Arguello with a tremendous right hook.
He backed him up. He backed him up and worked his way to the middle of the ring. What a show by Gannigan. What a battle, Gannigan and Arguello. And
he hurt Arguello.
He wobbled him. Gannigan staggered Arguello. Arguello hanging in there now. 30 seconds left in round 3. Less than that, pardon me. We're coming down to final seconds in the third round. technically perhaps the best boxer in the game today. And again, he lands a big right hand and another one. Gannigan battles right back. Arguello almost inexorably taking control as we come into the final seconds of round 5. The champion knocks him down at the bell.
He has to get up, Tim. If he doesn't get up, the fight's over.
The floor
Can't be saved by the bell.
And he is not going to make it. He cannot get up. It is over. A 5th round knockout at the bell by the champion Alexis Arguello. And Gannigan still in some pain right in his corner.
The finish was clinical. Those bolo uppercuts to the body are a signature punch for Alexis, and he destroyed Andy.
I hit Gannigan with a good shot in the early round. They slowed him down his condition.
Okay, we're going to show how you finished him off in round number 5. It was right near the end of the round. It looked like he was somewhat tired. As you said, you had already slowed him down, and you landed a big combination, and then I think a big right hand will send him to the canvas.
Yes, before that right hand, I hit him with 2 good left-handed to the body. And then the right-hander, that one was a good one.
Yeah, good solid left hook and a right to the body.
Then I tried again because I knew it was hurt. The last right hand was in case if he's hurt, I hit him good. Yeah.
Well, here's one more look at it.
That was a punch that really hurt Gannigan.
Solid right hand to the body.
That's the right hand. It was really good.
And a right to the body, and then a straight left hand.
That was the best one. See?
Now, when you went down, you know, what goes through your mind when that happens? Do you think, uh-oh, I'm in trouble? What were you thinking?
The first time I went to the canvas, I mean, a long time ago, I didn't know when I was hit, and I knew it when I was on the floor. But now, until I received the punch at my chin, I knew it was a really good punch. And was my condition make me strong enough to support the
Conditioning
punches.
is everything. Absolutely. Yes. Well, here's the man who found out about the conditioning because he scored that big punch. Andy Gannigan, glad to see you up.
I thought I had a chance to finish him off, but I was wrong. He's a great champion, and he knows how to handle himself really good.
Did you have trouble getting him? Did his height and reach, was that a problem for you getting close to him?
Well, that was one of the reasons why, because his height and reach. He's a great champion. I can congratulate him.
Thank you.
All right, Andy Gannigan, one of the nice guys in this lightweight division, and put on a great battle here, and I know your fans in Hawaii are proud of your effort against Alexis Arguello.
I shall return.
I shall return. All right, Andy Gannigan.
This video is getting long, so we will continue look at the legendary career that Alexis had in a future video.